What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. New York City Mayor Eric Adams announces that the city will phase out a program that gives prepaid debit cards to migrant families in city-funded hotels to purchase their own meals and essentials. The program will provide migrant families with debit cards until the end of the year. After that, the city will deliver food directly to migrants. According to the mayor, quote, as we move towards more competitive contracting for asylum seeker programs, we have chosen not to renew the emergency contract for this pilot program once the one-year term concludes. For over 2 years, we have provided care for more than 222,000 migrants while saving $2 billion in asylum seeker-related costs. We'll continue to implement and learn from innovative pilot programs like the Immediate Response Cards program as we care for hundreds of new arrivals each week. The news follows a discussion between Adams and President-elect Donald Trump, where Adams revealed in a press conference that they had talked the previous day about partnering and on infrastructure, public safety, and other vital issues facing New York City. He said, quote, I communicated with the president yesterday to state that there are many issues here in the city that we want to work together with the administration to address. The city must move forward, and that is what our call is to do. It's not too difficult to ascertain what's going on here. Let's not forget that up until, earlier this year, Eric Adams was supportive of this program, this mostly Democratic pushed program, which has proven to be extremely unpopular with the American public, and in particular, since it affects them, New Yorkers. It's very unpopular. Look, I'm not empathetic to people's plights, but as we all know, look, you got to come here legally. If you come to this country the legal way, we're all for that. This is a land of opportunity. And many people have come here as immigrants and they have thrived. This is a land of opportunity. And so many people who have come here, even with their generation, they've come here and they've been tremendous American success stories. I'm not xenophobic, and I'm pretty sure you're not xenophobic. We don't have a problem with that. What we have a problem with is people that cross over here illegally. I know it might be bad where you're at, but I'm sorry. Hey, a lot of us grew up in terrible neighborhoods, crime-ridden neighborhoods. If we brought our black asses over to cross the line into certain parts of the city, the police gonna be called. People gonna be justified in picking one of our asses up, picking one of our asses off. You know what the deal is. They're gonna march our asses back to where we came from. If one of us, any of us, broke the law, we're going to prison. These people are breaking a major law and are being chaperoned. Kids are being pushed out of their schools and going to homeschooling, or these people get shelter. Meanwhile, homeless vets, people that have protected and served our country, some of them saw their fellow comrades in arms give the ultimate sacrifice to this country. These people protected us, and the government abandons them. They get nothing. They get spat upon when they come back here. People walk past them like they're nothing. But these individuals get treated like semi-royalty, hood royalty at least. This is taxpayers' money. You got hurricane victims. You know, the same hurricane victims that Cardi B said deserve their storms. These people, some of them are still homeless. Some of these people are still displaced. And the check that these people got was a measly $700. Talking about FEMA was running low on funds. Maybe that's the case that happens when you're funneling out collectively, along with equipment and military equipment. I get that, but some of it is aid to Ukraine. Some of it is actually monetary aid, and you're funneling millions and millions of dollars to a war that nobody really understands or even really cares about. And then you're taking also millions and subsidizing that to several states to help illegal immigrants. Then yeah, the pot is going to start running thin for actual Americans who were born here. Yeah. So when Mayor Eric Adams finally spoke his mind and started talking trash about this program, basically saying that it wasn't maybe the best thing to do, what did the Democratic Party do? They flexed on him. Now all of a sudden he's guilty of all these felony charges. You know, the same. Well, no, I can't even say the same. Apparently they're saying he took, you know, I'm trying to even remember what the charges was. Was it foreign influence or something? Taking gifts and monies from foreign governments, whatever. Man, look, at the end of the day, all these politicians are guilty of grift and fraud and being peddled to by outside influences and Washington insiders or political cronies. They all do it. Notice how the mainstream media completely ignored talking about Bob Menendez. This man was stealing gold bars. This man was tied to diddling youngins in rings. Look it up. The media completely ignored him. Why? Because he's a Democrat. So don't tell me there's not a such thing as a left-wing media bias. It is. I've seen it for 30 years and it's gotten stronger. So Eric Adams calls them out and they turn on him and they put all these charges on him. They was punishing him for daring to defy his orders from his Democratic plantation owners, in their minds at least. So of course, he sees Donald Trump. He knows he's a businessman. He knows how it works. That's why he went out and said recently he didn't think Donald Trump was a fascist. He knows the political winds. This guy used to be a Republican, Eric Adams. He knows how the political winds blow. He had to become a Democrat to be politically viable or soluble, I should say, in New York. But he saw the shiftings in the votes. He knows how people are viewing these things right now. He knows that the political winds have changed. He knows Donald Trump about to become president. Kamala Harris is politically irrelevant right now. The Democratic Party has been neutered. So he's going to do whatever the hell he got to do to get that pardon. That's what's going to happen. Either they're going to lessen the charges, but I think he's going for that pardon. On federal charges, at least. So he can do whatever the fuck Donald Trump tells him to do. By the way, the Diddy team should be looking into trying to get a pardon from Trump. I don't know if it's going to happen because the Diddy situation is so toxic, but Donald Trump is the type of dude that would do it anyway because he hates the FBI. He despises them. So what would be the biggest fuck you to the FBI, to the whole federal, to the feds, what would be the biggest F you to the feds than to pardon Diddy? I'm just saying. But getting back to the matter at hand, man, the Democrats dropped the ball. You look at all of these states where they have asylum cities, and almost all of them lurch to the right. All of them. So it is what it is, man. It's just messed up because you got so many people who have paid into their system. When I say the system, I mean they've worked for decades and the American government does nothing for them. You got grannies who are living literally on $900 a month. They gotta hope they don't get sick. People are working until they're in their 70s, maybe even into their 80s. Hell, we might not even have a Social Security in a few decades. But we got money for everybody else in the world. Everybody else got their hands out. It's one thing to be a superpower and to lead as America should and to help out when you need be. But you got all these countries that are always saying death to America, screw America, I hate America. But when they're in trouble, they run to America, you know what I'm saying, and want a handout. So when it comes to that, yeah, I kind of fuck with Trump on that one. Yeah. On that one, I do. Shit. Hell, you get it. How the hell these people get all of this free stuff, man? All these, you know what I'm saying? All these vouchers. They get all these programs, hotel rooms, and they got nerve to be complaining about the food that they get. And when you look at the numbers, they did all of this, the Democrats, they did all of this stuff for these people. Meanwhile, they won't do nothing for us. We're supposed to just sit back and do as we're told. They forget that they're the public servants and we're the voters. But everybody telling us what we're supposed to do. But meanwhile, they did all this for them. And according to the numbers, they didn't vote for them. They didn't overwhelmingly vote for her. If anything, they majority voted for him. You did all of this stuff like an idiot. And we told you they was going to do this. Because culturally, they don't rock with the Democrats. A lot of things they're for. And they voted for Trump. Thank God for common sense from most Americans. I'm sorry. I mean, people not like what I'm saying, but that right there, along with other stuff, couldn't vote for the Democrat. Now, I didn't vote for Trump because of the fact that there's so many things in their party that I still don't rock with. There's way too many overt racism in their party. It's ridiculous. I can't rock with them. That's just me. But I damn sure won't gonna vote Democratic. I don't care if I don't like it. Get mad all you want to. This is my choice. I vote for the fuck I want to vote for. Get in your feelings about all you want to. Grow the hell up. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.